Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Connor here. I've had several requests asking what the average drill weekend is like for an infantryman. So I'll just make a quick video, just give you a little rundown on what it's like. Every experience is going to be different. Every unit's a little different, so don't hold me to anything. But so the first thing you need to know is, are you in a light infantry unit or a mechanized unit? Because I would imagine the training is going to be quite different. I'm in a mechanized infantry unit. I'm a dismount, so I'm not part of the crew. So even there, like, my training is going to be different than the Bradley crew, obviously, because all they're worried about is Bradley stuff. As a dismount, we're the guys in the back that do all the, like clearing houses, blah, blah, blah. So I'm sure the main thing you're worried about is, how often do I get to shoot guns? Alright, so I would say in the last year, we've shot live rounds probably 5 or 6 drills out of the last year. So it's probably, on average, probably every other drill. Part of that's because we're preparing for deployment, so we've got longer drill weekends. Like, it tends to be a 4-day weekend versus, like, on average, it's about 2. So that may be partially why. I don't know. I've only been in for 2 years, so I can't really give you a positive number for an average year. We just got back from Fort Hood, did some good training down there for a couple weeks. Learned a lot. I just became a team leader, but it's a different story. So, like I said, depending on, like, if you're a light infantry unit, your training probably be, in my opinion, better because, there's some drills where all they care about is qualifying for the Bradleys, which is something they have to do, so I get it. So sometimes those dismounts are just stuck in the woods, running through the woods, going on patrols, just killing time, essentially. A big thing about being infantry in the Guard is there's gonna be times where, like, man, I wish I had more time to do this, because there's going to be stuff that, obviously, if you have 3 days out of the month to practice it, you're not going to be as proficient as an active duty guys who do it every day. But it's just kind of something you have to accept. I don't know. I feel like, other than, like, PHA, which is, like, kind of like MEPS in a way, it's like a medical shit that you do once a year. Other than that, or like a home station drill, which we rarely do. It's only if we're, like, the month before we went to Fort Hood, we had a home station drill just to get all our shit together. But that's about the only time that we're not at an army base training. Even if it might not be live rounds, we might be clearing houses, doing dry runs, or with blanks, or might go qualm 240s or saws or stuff like that. So, like I said, you're probably shooting live rounds every other drill on average. Is there a lot of waiting around at drill, especially as an infantryman? Yeah, there's been times where I just sat there doing nothing for hours and hours and hours. Especially if you're doing, like, you're waiting for your turn, whether it's your squad or platoon, whatever, to go on a mission. You're sitting there doing nothing. I mean, yeah, you're going to do walkthroughs on what the plan is for your mission, but a lot of the time, you're just sitting there watching the grass grow. It's probably cold as hell or hot as hell. There's no in between. Seems like every time it's like fall time or springtime, we're at home station, but anytime it's cold as hell or hot as hell, we're in the field, which I don't mind. So, one thing I'll say, if you're an infantryman and you're not a fucking pogue, you're going to be in the field a lot. You're going to be sleeping outside, so you better accept it now. I mean, I'd much rather be freezing my ass off in December than being a fucking pogue, staying in barracks and shit. So, you just gotta remember you got that blue cord, so just fucking man up, or woman up, I guess, now. But just remember you got a fucking blue cord, so you're not a pogue. Fucking, we're only doing this shit 3-4 days a month, so just fucking suck it up. It could be a deployment where you're sucking ass every day, so just keep that in mind. It could always be worse. yeah, like I said, I mean, generally, you'll be doing something. I feel like the guard, at least my unit, there's always some bullshit going on. So, I don't know, like fucking range supposed to go hot at 08. It's fucking 12 o'clock, and you're like, why haven't we shot any rounds yet? Like, shit like that happens. And I'm sure it might happen active duty, but as well, but I don't know, there's sometimes I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? You know, like, why are we not shooting right now? So, there's always something. It's always some bullshit, but I mean, it's the Army, so you can't really expect it to go too smooth, regardless of what you're doing. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I just want to make a quick video. If you have any questions, just comment. I'll try to answer them. Just kind of did this video off the top of my head, so I'm sure there's something I'm going to forget as soon as I stop the video. But just remember, any training, if it's done right, it's going to be good training. So, like, a lot of people hate going to drill, but I love that shit. Like, sometimes I wish I went active just because, you know, especially as an infantryman, like, you're shooting guns, you're blowing shit up, you're doing something all the time. So, I mean, people pay big money to go shoot a machine gun, like, that's it. Like, you know, I do that shit all the time. So, just keep that in mind. Embrace the suck, because there's definitely a lot of sucking. Like I said, we just got back from Fort Hood. It was hot as hell. Fucking went 16 days without showering in the field. Fucking Pogues probably never even heard of some shit like that. So, just enjoy it, man. Make the best of it. Fucking do your best to show that you can be a leader. Because, like, I just picked up my E4 in May. And June is when we went to Fort Hood. And guess who's a fucking team leader? Because I was squared away. We had a fucking E4 who'd been an E4 for like 2 years, who was active duty at one point, and I got the fucking team leader slot over him because he was a shitbag. So, just because you're some brand new E4, or fuck, you show that you're squared away as soon as you get to your unit, because it's just going to help you out in the long run. Because there's been motherfuckers that have been in the unit 2 years longer than me, still E3s. I'm fucking E4 and I've been in not even 2 years yet. So, just be fucking squared away. Don't fuck around, and you'll do alright. But for those who are about to go to fucking basic or whatever, check out my other video, kind of what to expect about Fort Benning or wherever the fuck else you're going if you're a Pogue. But appreciate you guys watching. Like the video, subscribe, whatever. I'm gonna start making more videos more often, just why not? So if you have any questions, seriously, throw them in the comment box, because I got plenty of free time right now. So fuck it, I can make another video, or I can fucking give you an answer on whatever your question is. So appreciate you guys watching. See you next time.